What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this one, we're going to do a little bit of an AMC update. Now, there's a couple of really interesting things that we got to go over in this update here. We're going to be going over how AMC looks technically on the charts right now. Now, again, we've been following along with the 4-hour time frame, and we're going to do a little bit of an extension of exactly what we've been talking about in those previous videos. We've been pretty spot on, and we're hoping to kind of continue on that streak. But again, we're just going to be looking at what the chart is telling us at this current time. We're going to be taking a little bit of a look into the Ortex data and the options data as well, but there have been some very key changes in the institutional ownership for AMC. Citadel has bought and increase their position by about 600%, which is absolutely insane. We're going to break this down and kind of make this make sense to everybody, because I know a lot of people, the narrative thus far has been Citadel has been very short on AMC. Now, we have to think about Citadel in two different organizations, the market maker and the actual hedge fund, and we're going to break that down for you guys and exactly what this means going forward in this video here. So if you guys do enjoy the information and analysis that I provide for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who do want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So let's get right into the charts here, guys. So looking at the 4-hour time frame for AMC right now, we are seeing some pretty interesting things along this 4-hour time frame here. We're looking at this 13 EMA right now, and what we're seeing is again, with this rim here that we've seen, this is what we were talking about in yesterday's video, that we were kind of looking to see if we were going to sell off through this 13 and approach that 48. We didn't. We ended up bouncing back up. It looks like we're going to get a couple of closing candles above this level here too, which is going to be another solid sign. The only thing that I really want to see after this is making these new highs. I do want to break this 2750 level so that we have this retest here and continue on that trend to the upside. We also have the RSI crossing its moving average here on this 4-hour as well, still above 50, another pretty bullish sign here too. The MACD is fizzling out, hunting this little cross on the 4-hour here too. So things are looking pretty solid across the board. Now, again, this was an absolutely crazy day across the board. Now, I am going to be putting together a video for you guys a little bit later this evening about what happened today with GameStop, AMC, a couple of these other stocks, and exactly how you could have gotten in actually a little bit early. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that video. It's going to be coming out at around 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. And again, if you guys want to learn more about this 1348 strategy here, we just released Invictus last Friday. Pythagoras is coming out tomorrow. That is our algorithm that's up almost 40% in a little over the first month it's been trading on just shares alone. We have all of those stocks that we learn on, over 450, multiple time frames, cryptos, the whole learning curriculum, the live streams. Again, guys, if you're interested in coming and learning and joining the best place to learn how to trade, make sure you check out that link down below. Now, I do want to take a little bit of a look at the Ortex data right here and just kind of give us an indication of, well, what's going on with the short interest in this stock right now. So we've got about 17.57% estimated short interest here. Again, this is not the end-all be-all data. We are just looking at this as a bare baseline minimum to get kind of a very baseline level understanding of, is this stock still shorted at the current time, and potentially to what degree on the absolute low end. So we're seeing 17.57% estimated short interest here, and we're seeing some interesting things happen on the max cost to borrow. Again, the average is 9.04, but the max is 67 today. Now again, one share could have gone out on loan at 67%. That is very possible, and you see the minimum here is 4.49%. So again, pretty wide range, but again, the average is going to be 9.04. We have 135.45 million shares on loan as well, and that's kind of what this short interest data is looking like right now. Now, I do want to go over this Citadel situation with you guys because I feel like this could confuse a lot of people, and there's really no reason for a lot of this confusion. So when we come over to Fintel here, we're going to be looking at the institutional ownership page. Again, we're looking at the 13F filings, the 13G/A filings specifically for BlackRock and Vanguard, and then the 13Fs for Citadel, which come out quarterly. In looking at this right here, they have decreased their derivatives position, their puts by about 34%, their calls by about 34% as well. But what have they done with their share position? Well, they've increased their total share position in AMC, as you guys can see right up here, by 656%. Now, I know a lot of you guys might be thinking right now, well, Citadel's short on AMC. How do they actually own shares long? What is going on here? Are they hiding them? What are they doing with this? It's a very simple explanation, and we've gone over this many times. But at the end of the day, in my mind, me personally, I don't really care at all about Citadel, the hedge fund. I really don't. I care more about Citadel, the market maker, because if you've looked into and watched a lot of our videos and done the research in the past, you have to think about who is actually not in charge, but actually capable of creating these naked short positions or these synthetics. And it's the market makers, not the hedge funds. So the two institutions, or the two kind of entities that are able to facilitate these naked shorting or synthetic short positions, are prime brokers and market makers. A lot of the time, the market makers are going to use that short exempt function in order to basically flood the market with supply if they are not able to take the other side of those trades. And it then becomes up to them if they are going to actually kind of close out those fail to deliver positions. The hedge fund, I don't really care about, because again, they can short things, they can buy things. Could they have naked short positions? Yes, but it's very possible, and we've heard this many times, as seen in a lot of depositions in the past where naked shorting has come up, that these funds don't even know that they're naked shorting. Some of them might, but the vast majority of the time, it's the prime brokers, the Goldman Sachs's, the Morgan Stanleys, the JP Morgans of the world that are facilitating these transactions, that are allowing these shares to go out without actually locating them. So that's kind of the breakdown here. They did increase their position by about 656%. Now, I do want to briefly touch upon what Citadel has actually done with GME too, because they do have a long position in GME here. Right now, it's only about 9,000 shares, but again, this company has reported a 1-to-4 split. The ownership data on this page is not adjusted for the split yet, so you could probably multiply the share position by about 4. But again, they've decreased their position by about 41% in GME, while at the same time increasing their position significantly in AMC. Now, again, just kind of taking a look briefly at the institutional ownership page for AMC. Remember, we know as of BlackRock's amended, I believe it's the 13G or 13D form, that's going to be the one where they essentially have to disclose whether or not they own over 5% of a company. And if that changes, they have about 10 days in order to create an amended filing to show everybody that they no longer own that over 5% of a company block. So we're seeing here Jane Street increased their position by about 346%. All of these things highlighted in green here are newly initiated positions as well. So nothing too crazy over here. And kind of the last thing that I want to go over with you guys is the option chain going into the end of this week. It is a monthly options expiration period, so there is going to be a little bit more open interest and volume on the chain. So we've got about 83,000 call contracts that are in the money right now, with 159,000 out. That does create a decent amount of potential for a gamma squeeze or big market maker delta hedging if we start to continue back to the upside. And there's only about 12,000 put contracts that are in the money at this time right now. So again, nothing too crazy, but again, definitely something to keep a lookout for. So guys, that is going to wrap up this update on AMC here. If you guys did enjoy the information and analysis that I provided for you guys in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys do want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So other than that, guys, I hope you guys are having a great evening. Stay tuned for that video later. I think you guys are really going to like it. Other than that, peace.